My name is Rita Anderson, and I oppose the rezoning.
Where are you from, Rita?
Woolstock.
Okay. Thank you. We have to have this for the record. Thank you.
And I oppose the rezoning for environmental issues. The first thing is the water. The Jordan Aquifer has been a great concern of the Iowa DNR for several years. And a report just came out that Webster County is the highest user of the water, of the aquifer. And if we don't have water, you know, you can't eat money, is the thing I gotta say. And if you don't have any water, none of us are gonna live anywhere. And as for the zoning, I don't think that we should be putting an industry there. I mean, the traffic on Highway 17 is already very heavy with semis going up to Gold Eagle and to the chicken plant. I mean, where are you gonna put the approachway? How are these semis gonna get on and off of the road? And for the poor neighbors that live up the road, it's just horrible. So I say no, vote no.
Thank you.
I'm Nancy Huizenga from Clarion, and I've lived in Wright County most of my life. I worked for Wright County for almost 30 years, you know, on and off, until this spring when we had a lot of changes. 3 of my coworkers live right in the area that you're talking about rezoning, live within a smell of where this is going to be. I don't, but I do know that the supervisor spent a lot of time, as did my superiors from Wright County Public Health, with the chicken mess last year. And I would be interested to know what that cost the county. I'd be very interested, just as a matter of, you probably know that, and I'd love to hear what that answer is. But I think we're already industrialized too much in agribusiness. As Gary said, his son, who's a minister, is now going to be a hog farmer. That tells me that we're gonna have hog farmers popping up all over to be able to meet the demand of this killing spree. And we'll probably fill a lot of apartments in the county that may be empty right now. You know, people coming and going. I don't see that we have people to work in this facility. I don't know who you think is gonna work there. Your kids probably aren't going to, and mine probably aren't going to. And I'm completely against it. Again, because the empty chicken shacks that are all around, I mean, they encroached upon this county, as you all know, really quickly. I mean, they'd always kind of be in a dip or something, so you wouldn't see it, you know, and when you drive around the county, you know, you suddenly realize how many of these agribusiness places there are. And now the ones that no longer house birds still have the rodents that come to try to get fed. You know, there's no feed there, so they're out at the neighbors.
So on the zoning issue,
I'd be totally against
okay, that isn't a good spot, or?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a pristine country place that people have purchased property there to live a quiet life. I would much rather see our development board work on something like a clean industry. We have 4 lakes, we have 2 rivers. Why not build a bike trail? We could have a local ragbri 8 months of the year. You know, we could have tourism here.
Sure. And
my name is Becky Eglin, Becky Olson. I'm 6th generation here. My husband farmed, which is my dad who farmed, my grandpa farmed, my great-grandpa farmed, all the way up, and all in this area. I guess the only question I have is just purely, how is this area chosen? Because to my understanding, the person that owns the land lives in Ankeny, so even the sale of that land isn't going to benefit anybody locally. And so, you know, how is the decision made that that's that section? Have we conducted feasibility studies for other potential industries? Because the USDA has grants available from $50,000 up to $500,000 for rural communities outside of what a population zone of the town of 50,000 within a certain radius, which would fit us, that would fit this area. And so how is the decision being made that these are the types of industries we're stuck with? This is the location that's the best for the county. And did we do a feasibility study, for example, to determine that this is where we should be and this is what we should be doing? So I would say I'm against that. rezoning until we know, or we have done that kind of research to really decide, yes, this is the best we can do and this is the best for our county.
Okay, so my concern is a little bit off the zoning, but our quality of life, okay? Our environment, what we breathe in from all these confinements, it's bad, it's bad. Our Wright County probably is almost the worst for high cancer incidents. I was in Rochester speaking with a doctor a while back, and what he told me, he says, I want you to look at this map. He showed me a map. Wright County has the highest incident of cancer in the state of Wright at that time. This has been probably 5-6 years ago. Okay, and he says it's because our environment and our quality of water and everything that's running off into the rivers and so forth. You guys all know what I mean. So I am really concerned about that. I have probably 3 families right now that are moving, not from here, we're gonna come here, they're not coming here now because of all of this that's going on. So I very definitely oppose it.
Can I ask you a question? The non-discharge plant, then any water that leaves this plant has to go through a city municipal treatment, right?
Yeah, or it's regulated with stormwater runoff.
Right, and so that would be, the same water that Eagle Grove is discharging to the cities, right? Isn't it?
Yep, it'll actually,
It'll be as clean as city water discharge. Does that
I don't know.
assuage it all? But, I don't diminish your concerns at all.
I don't know if that does, but I mean,
Okay.
it scares me because down
So
the
what things
line,
they can dump.
yeah, I'm medically knowledge enough to know that it scares me down the line.
Yeah, I know,
My name is Mary Louise Bird,
Yep.
and I just wanted on record that I'm totally opposed to rezoning this for industrial. And I think we need a new vision, a new paradigm shift. And the former speaker had a fabulous idea. I'm all for that and against rezoning.